Yo, how's it going, fam? How's it going? Currently, I'm in on the buy. I'm gonna buy all the way up to 1.3975. I'm buying right now. I've been buying for quite a while. I entered over here, and I'll explain to you guys why I entered in just a bit. All right, guys, I got you guys. The main purpose for these videos are gonna be for you guys to learn as much as possible. Okay, these videos are gonna be for you guys to learn as much as possible. Take advantage of this whole month of August. I'm gonna be doing live sessions with you guys. Trading live overall, vibing, having a good time, trading, and getting educated as well. Right? I'm gonna be doing a lot of the live stuff here on this particular channel. I have two channels. This one, Maurice Stacks, and then the other one, which is Mauricio Forex. All right. If you guys have any questions for me, I know some people may be having some questions for me. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to go ahead and put it down on the chat below. I'm seeing all your guys' chats above. Yo, what's up, Freddie? How's it going? Samad, how's it going? Some names right here. I'm sorry I can't pronounce them right. Abhinav, I believe I said that right. I hope I said that right. Dave, Angel, Leonardo, Chris, Scott, Victor, hey, all of you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna go ahead and see what we can find today, guys. I'm looking for potential sells on GU. Now I'm gonna explain to you guys the main reason why I'm looking to sell. I'm actually already bought into this area over here. Now I'll explain to you guys why I bought as well. Is the music too loud? Let me know if the music's too loud, guys. Or is it chill? I'll lower it down a little bit. I'm still in on these buys. Yeah, this is exactly what I want to see. I want to see market move fast to the upside. That's going to be very good. And the reason why I want to see the market move fast to the upside is mainly because it's pre-market open of London session. So a lot of people right now are wanting to jump in. A lot of people are wanting to catch that move to the upside. And I want you guys to understand this, guys. Like, when it comes to pre-London market open, you're mainly going to see a lot of these moves. Why? It's incentivizing you to enter for a buy, right? It's incentivizing you to enter for a buy. Let me put some more music. Cool. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's incentivizing you guys to buy. And right now, a lot of people would be like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna get in for buy. However, I want to see market come into the zone right here, this zone right here, and hopefully all the way up over here. Okay, that's where I'm gonna be looking to sell. And if we do have that good sell movement to the downside, we'll have some nice moves, guys. That's all I can say. So let me explain to you guys right now the whole setup as far as why I got in for those buys and why I'm going to sell. Let me go on the chat right here. I see there's many questions. Many people jumping in. Yo, what's up, guys? Okay, caught for just try. Let's just say that my friends in there, they'll literally be doing some big ass withdrawals. They're literally trying to, they're trying to destroy Cop Forex with all the withdrawals that they're doing. Let me see if I can mute it real quick. Let's see, mute today. All right, fam. What's up, bro? Appreciate you and all the content learned. Awesome, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. You use RSI on GPUSD. I do utilize the RSI. Doesn't mean I use it to. Doesn't mean I depend off of it. I don't depend off of it. I still want this to go a little bit higher. Okay, so the reasons why I got in on a buy for this, and I'm going to be selling pretty soon now. As you guys can see, we can see how market's been shifting to the upside, right? We've been shifting to the upside, and up in this zone right here, this is a very nice zone that I am going to be paying attention to. Actually, like right here in this area, these levels are already levels where I should be paying attention to. Let me actually scale out of some of my buys. Give me 1 sec. Let me scale out some of my buys, take out partials, and then let it run a little bit higher. Give me 1 sec, guys. 3, 9, 4, 7. Okay, cool. I still want it to go a little bit higher. So the main reason why I decided to buy in this zone is due to this, guys. So right here, we can see a nice move to the upside and how we continue on moving and moving, okay? However, down below over here in this area, we saw how these were some nice equal lows created. So market was tending to come into the zone as well to potentially take those lows out. And I like to look for 3 runs when it comes in this scenario, and especially because this is going to be pre-London markup. I was expecting market to sell today for the London open once it fully opened. So I was going to see for market to come down, do those little 3 runs right over here. Now that we have engaged, we have done this move to the upside, we are in a major zone right now, okay? We're in a major zone right now, which we can take in consideration to potentially sell. So if anybody was to scale in, this would be the areas to start scaling in. However, I want to see market come up over here and come up over here before anything, okay? So I'm still going to give this about 15 more minutes before I decide to do anything. On this case scenario, I would like to go to like lower time frames and start analyzing what exactly is going on these lower time frames, right? For right now, I still see some potential bullish scenario. I ideally want to see market take out these highs over here, which would be very nice. And I wanted to come close to a psychological level on 1.3975. That's the ideal level I want to go into. And now, how far are we from this level right here? We're about 20 pips far away from that level. So we could come into that zone. And we also have another zone that, you know, catches my interest right here, which is just right around in this area right here. So the 39650 level is also another zone that catches my attention. Okay, and let me go through some of the questions that he's got going on. Why did he leave IM? It just we didn't have. It was just time to move on. Let's just put it like that. Can you explain your trade zones on what you look for to enter in those zones? Yes. Let me explain to you what I look for in those zones. So, for example, today, right? I'm going to go ahead and send a trade zone today right here. I'm gonna tell you where my trade zone is gonna be sent. My trade zone is going to be sent between 1.39750 and 1.39850. That's gonna be my trade zone for today, more than likely. Let's say no, 825 and 725. So I'm gonna explain to you guys what I look for in the trade zone. A lot of people are gonna ask me that. So I usually give a 10 pip trade zone, okay? And the reason why I give a 10 pip trade zone is because these are trade zones for you guys to analyze. These are trade zones for you guys to learn. I don't want to just give you guys the whole trade, right? I want you guys to actually learn. And for those people that have been tuning into those trade zones, you guys have been seeing that there's been some quite good trades that you guys could have been able to take advantage of, right? So when it comes to this trade zone, one of the main reasons that I look into this trade zone is for a potential continuation or a potential reversal. In this case scenario, I'm looking for a potential reversal. Now, the main reason why I'm looking for a potential reversal are for the following. So let's go over to the daily time frame real quick. On the daily time frame, we can find ourselves into a very good level and major level that has been rejected several times. Okay, so, price action, everything's looking very nice. However, if we were to come up higher, we'd go up into the 1.41 150 level. Okay. Now going on to the 4-hour time frame, this is what I really like right here. We've been stabilizing within this area right here. We've been stabilizing within this area, which is the maximum high of this structure that we've created. Okay, the maximum high of the structure that we've been creating, and we've been stabilizing right in that area. So therefore, then I want to go into price action, right? And the price action that I'm identifying right now is some potential bearish scenario. Doesn't mean we're bearish completely. I'm just stating that this is some potential bearish scenario. So ideally, you want to go to the 1-hour time frame and look at some structural levels. So in the 1-hour time frame, I'm already seeing that market has broken two bearish structural levels, right? From where it started and the previous one. So this right here helps me identify that market will now then more than likely potentially move to the downside. Okay, the probabilities are higher now for it to go to the downside, right? Let's say there is a 60-40 probability, 60% probability of it going down and 40% of it going up. Now, when it comes to this case scenario, you want to understand this, right? The probabilities of it going down to 60%, awesome, that's great. However, the risk to reward that I can potentially obtain off this trade alone is a phenomenal risk to reward. Okay, it's a phenomenal risk to reward because if we do tank, we're tanking for at least 100, 200 pips around there, and even more, probably even more. Okay, so now on the trade zone, going back to the trade zone, let's put this example right here, and let me actually send this over to you guys on the trade zones level. For those people that have not tuned in, let me send this over to them. Trade zone. There you go, a snippet of this. And I sent it. Yeah, trade zone. Okay, cool. So it got sent over to the Telegram. Once I see this trade zone, what I ideally want to see is as soon as it hits this range. Okay, let me go ahead and mark this up, this range for you guys. As soon as it hits this range right here, what I am doing, I'm looking at lower time frames. I'm looking on the M3 time frame. I'm looking on the M1 time frame, and I'm looking at price action. I'm looking at what market's doing. Is market creating potential bearish movements? Is market creating some nice structure, right? Is market consolidating and creating a lot of exhaustion? So like, for example, is market starting to kind of go like this, right? Is it starting to die down? And if it's starting to die down, I wait for that move down. I wait for that break. I want to see like a break of 2 structural levels usually, right? And my retest can be on a 3-minute or a 1-minute, right? And then move to down. So, ooh, let me see. I like this. Let me see how much I'm running. So, all right, I'm running 18 pips in profit so far. So these are going to be levels that I'm paying attention to. Let me just 2, 3 more pips and then I'll pull out for buys. I'll actually pull out now. Okay, so I pulled out of my buys. Okay, so I pulled out of my buys. And when it comes to this case scenario, what we are going to be looking for, we're going to be looking for these criteria, right? My trade zone ideally is up over here. However, if it does not reach over there, I know that there could be some type of movement right here on the M1 time frame that will allow me to enter. Okay, I still have some. I'm personally going to start scaling in. So by scaling in, what do I do? Right, if I'm going to risk 1%, let's say that case scenario, if I'm going to risk 1% on scaling in, I'm scaling in with a 0.10%, right? That's what I mean by scaling in. And that's just for you to like kind of feed your ego, I would say so, because there's still possibility of this going a little bit higher. The only reason why I'm scaling in is because it had a nice rejection from this level right here. Okay, let me actually change the line graph because this dotted one is just not working, guys. Okay, because it moved from there very, very nicely. So I'm going to start scaling in, not too big. Okay, and let me mark this up for you guys. Okay, so let me show you guys what this would kind of look like. 1 second, fam. And my stops, if I was to put a stop, I would like to put stops up over here because if it was to continue going above the 39850 level, I know it's going to continue going up, right? And the 3950 level is about 20 pips from where it's currently at. And remember, this is scaling in. It doesn't mean I'm getting in fully because where I really want to get in fully is right here on the 39750. That's where I want to get in, right? That's where I want to get in. So let me just simply scale in. And scaling in, again, it just feeds my ego of wanting to get in, right? And that's why I do a 0.10% out of 1% if I was to risk 1%, right? Sometimes this is good so that way it can calm you down. You're like, you know what, I'm in already. And if it moves down, right, it goes your direction, cool. You feel that joy of it going down, right? And if it goes against your direction, you're okay with it because you're only risking, you know, a very small and slight portion of what you're ideally going to be risking, okay? So give me 1 second, guys. Let me go ahead and see if this went through on the channel that I am working on for you guys. So there's gonna be something coming up in the near future. All right, something good, something great. Let me see. 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. It should pop up. And okay. Let me see. Let me go through some of the questions, guys. I appreciate you and all the content. Appreciate it. I see divergence on M5. Okay, so you're saying you see divergence on M5. I see you're probably looking at this right here, market going up and market going down. So that may be the divergence that you're looking at, which in case scenario, that's also something that you can take in consideration. All right. Appreciate all the 100+ people are jumping on right now. Appreciate you guys' time. So we're just simply looking for market to potentially come into the zone. Now, my ideal entry, I'm gonna mark it up for you guys. I'll mark up the entry where I am looking to enter. I'll just put 225. This is where I'm gonna start looking at price action and my entry over here. It's a nice little stop up over here. And this is where the fun stuff starts. So 1 or 2 will be 20 pips. So I'm gonna do the whole risk reward ratio stuff that I would usually do with people on my live sessions. So just give me 1 second, guys. Let me round all this stuff up for you guys. 2, 5, 4, 5. What's going on over here? Let me put some music on. What are you guys trying to listen to? You guys got any trading jams that you guys like to put? I'll put some right now. You guys got any specific ones that you like to listen to? These ads, guys, like, wow, crazy. Turn on my computer. Oh wait, it's probably a stream key over here. Let me turn up the stream key. Alright, you guys can hear me now? Is it better? Okay, so the 1 to 2 ratio is going to be right around here. And then we're looking for that 1 to 5 ratio at 39250. 39250. I want to see that 1 to 9 ratio. 350. And we could keep going lower. However, I'm just gonna end my swing here because it is Thursday. This is a good 90 pips. I do see that potentially happening. We do have that move to the downside. Then we could have a major move. However, just have to wait, right? Give me a second. Three, 9, 7, 2, 5. That way I don't get distracted. I don't know what's going on. All right. That's TP1. 1, 2. 2, 1. I can just put 1, 2. Pretty sure you guys know what I mean by that. 2. This was a 1 to 5, I believe so. Yeah. And then this was a 1 to 9. Honestly, if we do drop down, we could come down all the way here. Then you put the swing trade. It's not even gonna be a swing trade, to be honest. The 1 to 12. If we do drop today, that's what we'd be seeing. Right now, key point. I'm gonna show you guys something right now too. Key point to my trading. Key, major key. Show you guys right now. I'll put my swing. Okay, so as soon as I hit this level, this is break-even trade. Like, I do not care if market comes down and then goes back up, hits some drawdown and then tanks down. I'd rather break even than not break even. Okay. Let me see what you guys got going on here. What's your average pip stop on GPUSD between 10 to like 18 max? 10 to 18 max, around there. That's on GU. On other pairs like UCAD, probably 4, 6, 8 pips. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. On this one, you don't really have an expansion move to the downside, but there's is on to the upside. Why do you think it done that? Just like the expansion to the upside. So just based off of, okay, so this right here, it's reacting very nice right here. It's reacting right. I'm gonna. It's reacting really nice. I'm gonna scale in some more. So let me just go ahead and put a scaling in right here. Let's see. To this area. Let's give it a good. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. If I scaled in, cool. If it goes our way from the area where he scaled in, perfect. If it doesn't, then we'll just wait. We'll just wait. We'll save this slide. I'll save it for you guys. Yeah, I'll save it for you guys. You have to. I somebody asking, do you have a funding talent one? Yes. However, there's something that I found that I like a little bit more, and the reason why I like this other one is because it allows EAs, and I'm working on an EA. So ideally, if you want to connect your EA on trading talent, it's not gonna let you. But if you want to connect it to this other one that I'm going to be using, I'm actually starting. I'm trading it right now. So today is my second day trading this other account. Yesterday I took a minor loss of 1% on one trade with GU, and today I'm looking to come back up and out of that. So we'll see how that plays off. So funding talent is awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, it's awesome. Their percentage, everything's awesome. The only thing they just integrated right now, something about like your winning ratio when it comes to like if you do more than 50% on one trade alone, like stuff like that. I just didn't like that, and they just came up with that. So that's why I just looked into other areas. But if they take that off, then yeah, I may go. If they take that off and then allow EAs on there, I'll go back. Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens right here. I'm liking the reaction, guys. Like this reaction right here is really nice. The reaction right there is like really, really nice. Let's look at lower time frames. Let's see what's going on in the 1 minute. Nothing defined yet on the 1 minute. We're just stabilizing. So I'm not really gonna do anything right now. Like I already scaled in. I'm going to wait and see what happens. Like I want to see something happen, right? And if it starts going down, then awesome. That means we will be in for a good ride, right? If it starts going down. If it doesn't, then we wait for our overall entry. Do you gonna go to another company or just by yourself? Just myself. Just myself. I had my own stuff going on. I took like a 2-year break from my own company because I had everything going on. It was great, great community, great environment, great everything. I guess I would just it got to me. Like it got to me when it comes to how do I put in perspective? The whole hype stuff got to me. I started spending a lot of stupid money. I started like just doing stuff that I didn't want. So I took a little break, left that for a while, went to Mexico. Oh yeah, I like this. If this right here, if this closes, this 1 minute closes bearish, I'm in. If this 1 minute closes bearish, I'm in. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I went to Mexico, went back to like meet family and stuff like that, and I got humbled down, so I decided to take a break from it, from social media. So I wasn't as hard as I used to before. Like before, I used to like flash a lot and stuff like that. I don't do that no more. Like there's no need for it. I like what it's doing right now. Let's see if this closes. If this closes bearish, okay, are you gonna close bearish or are you not gonna close bearish? And this is why it's very important to wait, guys. Okay, not closing bearish. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for it. I'm gonna let it go up. It's gonna go up to the other level. Let's see what happens. That 1 minute didn't close bearish. I like the price action that was giving me. If it would have been this one and a bearish one, I would have been all in for it. But we'll see this one. Since it didn't happen on that one, I might have to go to 3 minute. and see what happens. Let me go back to some of your guys' questions. What's your max percent you lose in the week till you stop that league? 3%. So if I'm down 3%, I stop. There's no reason for me to continue. But that's because I risk 1% or 0.50 or 0.75, right? And if I was to lose 3%, that means I lost 3 in a row, right? And if I lost 3 in a row, then if I try to come back to the market, I'm coming back to the market as revenge trading. I'm not coming back smart about it, right? So that's why 3. I give it 3, and I only place 1 trade per day, right? Unless I'm trading New York and London. If I'm trading New York, London, and New York, I'll have a re-entry on the New York session. What confirmation do you look for in general? So some of the confirmations I look for is one major point of interest, levels I'm paying attention to, like the trade zones, right, which is what I mentioned to you guys, and then from there lower time frame confluence, right? So I want to go to lower time frames. I want to go to like the 1, the 3, and the 5 minute, and make sure there's confluence towards the direction where I'm headed to, right? So in this case scenario, the 1 hour, we're still very bullish on the 1 hour, right? But in order for me to have that bearish scenario, I need to see that confluence on the lower time frames. So we're respecting very nicely in this area. I like that. I like that. Ideally, I would like to have it go a little bit higher. But in this case, I already scaled in, right? I already scaled in. Let's say I scaled in and I'm done for the day. I let it do whatever it has. Let's say I scaled in right here with some sales and left my limits up over there. What's gonna happen is I'll wake up on New York session, and then I'll see if there's a reentry, and there might be a reentry to this area where I can not just scale in, but now I can put an overall trade in, and use that scaled in position as leverage, right? So there's always a second opportunity. Like you never want to you never want to like how do I say it? Rush these things, right? John Fernandez, you're the best, bro. John's a savage, bro. The only reason to be an IM is you. I appreciate it, bro. Be in my free Telegram. Like I said, I'd be sending out all these stuff in the free Telegram, and the Snipes Telegram. Like I've been sending out a lot of fire stuff on here, the trade zones, these levels. Like this was a nice little level. I was looking for one to come down into here. We collected a nice 30 pips, and I actually mentioned everybody, hey, we're 30 pips up, like break even now, take your profits. Rejection, coming down 30 pips, and, stuff like that. Then previous, like we had these major, like look at that trade zone that we mentioned, major move to the upside for 100 plus pips, 118 pips on that one, and then stuff that we're working on, some nice good stuff. So if you are not in the free Telegram, suggest you to. I'll probably post it somewhere around here in a bit. Here, let me see if I can. I think I can post down here. Give me 1 second. Meanwhile, I'm still waiting on this trade. I'll let you guys know as soon as I get on this trade, like fully in. Can I add the link? Let's see. Add user. Copy. Yeah, here's the link. For anybody that wants to join that free Telegram, it's right there. And on that free Telegram, it's trade levels and keep you guys updated with what's going, what is I'm doing and stuff like that. Dang, my boy caught a big bag right now. I'm telling you guys, like my friend John, like he's a fucking beast. What pair is this? Don't tell me. Wait, what? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm checking some stuff out over here. Yeah, no, this guy's killing it. What the? Ah, he's in those cells too. I like that. I like that. If anybody's on a different level, it's this dude. Like this dude's fucking killing it. Okay. Okay. I was getting hyped up over there. My bad. Let me go back over here to the chat real quick. Let's see what's going on over here on the chat. I'm still waiting, guys. There's not an entry yet. I will leave once I get the entry. Like I want to get this entry in with you guys. What does your sleep schedule look like, bro? It's crazy. It depends. So like, it depends a lot off of the setups. So for example, like today, right? I know there's going to be a re-entry on New York for sure. So like, if I go to bed at 1:30, like an hour from now, I'm gonna have to wake up in 4 hours. Like I have to be up at 5 a.m. so I can look at the market because it's more likely going to make the setup at 5 or 5:15 before it does any like quick move, right? So I'm definitely gonna be up on New York. Let me know if you guys want me to do a New York session. Like I'll jump on New York with you guys as well, if you guys want me to. But let me check some of these stuff over here. Yeah, the link to my Telegram is on the chat. So the people that are asking about if I can have the link to the Telegram, it's right there. I posted it. Are you already in? I skilled it. Oh, let me see. Let me look at the 1 minute. If this finished, no, not this candle. Never mind. I had to wait. I thought it was a little bit lower, and I thought we had a little bit more time. What is going on with this stuff? This is irritating. It's taking a while. I don't know why it's taking so long. Are you already in? Hey, bro, any tips on getting funded? Yeah, any tips on getting funded? Of course, yeah. There's when it comes to like trading wise, guys, when you're getting funded, this is like my top trick, not trick, tip. So if you're getting funded, right? Understand that. Oh, okay, no, I was getting excited with this candle. Understand that when it comes to getting funded, you really want to be able to be patient. You want to make a game plan, right? So let's put for example, guys. Let's put for example the 100K one, right? The 100K on these other challenges, you gotta do 8%, which is cool. You gotta do 8,000, right? So let's put this 8,000, right? How many trading days we have? We have 20 trading days. 8,000 divided by 20. $400. That's all you have to make a day. $400 a day. So if you put a game plan around this, right? Have your goal in the first week making $400 to $800. That's like that's like 0.5%, guys. 0.5 or 0.6 max of your account growth in like 3 days. Let's say that, put that for example for those first 3 days of trading. Once you have that, now you have leverage, right? So now you can risk what your profit was and go from there, start scaling up. I personally don't like going over 1%, right? When I start my challenges, I start at 0.5 or 0.75. And then once I'm up 2%, I start doing 1.5%, right? And then once I'm up 5-6%, I just risk 2% because one trade, 1-on-1, we're good. I saw a lot of messages coming in. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get to everybody. Do you have your own EA? It will. So let me tell you guys this. There's a lot of stuff I've been working on in the past 3-4 months, right? One of them was this channel I'm working on, which will be available in September. And then there's gonna be a PAM account that's going to be free for people in hopefully in mid-December, January. That's gonna be for the public. So if for everybody that wants to be like stay tuned with that stuff, join my free Telegram. Like you guys, I'm gonna be providing a lot of stuff for you guys. How does your mate John trade? John is more like a. Wait, which John? John Fernandez or John Dollars? So if you're talking about John Fernandez, this guy, he literally like trades. No bullshit. He trades like the banks. A lot of people say that they trade like the banks. I could say I trade like the banks. You don't really trade like the banks. People that trade like the banks are the people that know people from banks and know people that know how to trade in banks, right? All this stuff like equal highs and stuff like that. Like it may work. There's some concepts of the banks, right? doesn't mean you trade like the banks. But this guy, like he trades based off of contracts and other stuff. Like reach out to him. Reach out to him. Yeah, let's just put that. Reach out to him. He knows his stuff. You check DXY for additional confirmation every now and then, not all the time. So like for example, like right now, we do come down. I would, see, okay, where are we coming down to? Probably to these levels or these levels over here, right? So we do come down into these levels, then we'll see if this will help us lead up into the level that I was saying, to 1.39725, which is ideally where I want to see a market come into, right? So we're coming up into that zone, right? We're being patient. Remember, we're being patient. We put a very small percentage of our trade in just to feed that ego, which if you're to risk 1%, you're risking 0.10%, right? Very, very small portion. So that way now you're like, okay, you know what, I'm in. I'm going to wait if it goes to my entry and so on and so on. Let me see what's going on. If you guys like are paying close attention, no, that was already taken. This was already taken. Yeah, over here to 725. 725, that's when I start really getting in. You do live on YouTube on New York. I mean, this is the first live or second live I've been doing with you guys, but I can jump on New York with you guys for probably tomorrow for this particular move. You guys check DXY? Yes. And again, yes, let's go. Do you check DXY for additional confirmations? Live on YouTube. Right now I am. Additional confirmation? Yes, for sure. Let's go. Okay, New York. Cool. I see a lot of people want to go and trade New York, so I'll keep you guys posted on the Telegram, right? So let's say I'll let you guys know 15 to 30 minutes before if I'm going to jump on or not. Because if I don't jump on, it's probably because I'm just way too tired, and I'll just send a trade zone for you guys to pay attention to. Can you share a trade zone? Can we put a sell limit with a stop loss of 15 to 20 pips? I mean, you can do what you like to do. However, me personally, I'd rather look at what's happening, right? I'd rather pay attention and learn from what's going on. This is moving great. I like what's doing right now. Do you check DXY? Yeah, I just answered that. What is it based off? I can't disclose that right now, but let's just say something good. Do you check? It's based off. Let's just say it's based off of a particular time pattern from the past, the past couple years. I use the position size calculator. Yeah, position size calculator is good to know your risk. All right. Okay. Price action. Let's go to 1 minute. Cool. So if we see this, guys, small retracement. Okay. Then I'll start putting in positions. Remember, I'm already skilled in over here. I skilled in already, which is a very small fraction of my position. Right. The only reason why I'm saying this is because the type of price action is giving us right now. Again, remember, ideally, I want to see market come all the way to 3875. That's where I want to see market come up into. Ideally, okay? Ideally, I want to see market go into that area. But if we do see this, then that's what I'm going to be looking for. But let me just take this off because I don't want to confuse anybody. Let's wait. Let me go through some of the questions. It's going to be cheaper or expensive, bro. It's gonna be way cheaper, and there's gonna be like so much good stuff. Like people that are in it, you guys are gonna be coming in. Let's just say I'm gonna treat you guys the way I would have liked to be treated when I was learning. Giveaways, promo, like all these other things, like cool stuff, guys. Let's just put that. It's gonna be a lit community. How do you determine or find a trade zone? How do I determine or find a trade zone? So I did disclose it a little bit earlier on the session. So watch the recording, watch the first couple minutes. Ooh, if this if this closes bearish, oh my god, it keeps on doing this on me? Are you gonna close or are you not gonna close? I want if it closes bearish, I want it to close at least like around. Nope. It just doesn't. It's not. It's just messing with us, guys. Are you gonna close bearish or not? Or are we gonna wait? Let's see. Sometimes it does is like the last couple seconds. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to wait. Okay, going back over here on the questions. Hey, bro, do you teach still? I traded to David to teach me, but he got rid of his Insta. Yeah, David got rid of his Insta, bro. He's living life right now. He's let's just say he's doing off good. Um, I'm going to be doing these more often, so I'm gonna be doing these sessions with you guys for like um, August, okay? And I'm also putting a lot of info on. Like I started TikTok, I'm gonna start doing a lot of info on there. Starting Monday, I'm gonna be posting like 3 times a day, like 5 times a week. Come on, let's see a move. Now this right here, okay, guys, watch. A lot of people would get on the sell from this. Me personally, I would not get on the sell right off the bat. If it was the other candle, then yeah, I would have got in. What I would like to see is this. Okay. Like it, the price action is good. The price action is good. I mean, either way, if you guys were to scale in, it's not a big, like it's like 4 pips difference. But just understand, guys, that the main entry is up over here on 7.5. How do you find your trading levels on GU? Uh, Based off of like the markdowns of bigger time frames and stuff like that. This is a major level for GPUSD. Major level for GPUSD. We've been respecting that level very nicely in the past and are currently respecting it still to this point. Okay, so right now what you guys have right now is this. You guys have this trade zone marked up. So we're waiting on that trade zone, see what happens. 5 minute looking nice. 3 minute looking alright. We close bears on the 3 minute, that'll be pretty cool. I say we can do one more run to the upside before we drop. Can you do some videos where do you explain how to do you find trade zones from big period of time? I'll just be providing those to you guys on the free Telegram, just because that's like stuff that I follow your bootcamp and I am, but I have still some difficulties. Yeah, so just tune into my free Telegram, fam, and then you'll be learning a lot of stuff there. As you've seen, I've been posting a lot of more consistent stuff on there. I'll show you guys how to trade the trade zones. The trade zones, probably later on, I'll probably start teaching them. But for right now, just want you guys to get the hang of how to. I rather want you guys to get the hang of how to trade the trade zone than how to find the trade zone. Why? Because if you understand how to trade the trade zone, you're gonna find exactly the thing that you need to do. And if you try to find the trade zone, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna be looking trade zone after trade zone after trade zone, and you may not be as accurate on those and may want to be entering and entering and entering. So it's better to master one thing and then the other one. When is your group coming out? So September 18th is going to be a pre-sale release for 25 people, and then October 1st is going to be open to the public. Obviously, the 25 people that get in first are going to get at a nice discount. How do you find your trades? Okay, I already went over that like 3 times. Would you suggest FTMO or funding talent? So, good question. Would you suggest FTMO or funding talent? FTMO is great for because you can connect EA and stuff like that. However, you have to do 10%, which is 2% more. And one thing I did not like from FTMO, like I'm sorry, but this is just one thing for me personally that I did not like and was annoying as like so annoying, was having to wake up midnight or having to go to sleep late because there was going to be a news and I had to pull out my stop losses and my take profits, because if one of my stop losses or take profit was hit during the news, I would have got my account deleted. Doesn't matter if you were in profits, doesn't matter like whatever. It would cancel your account. So that's one thing I did not like about FTMO. You cannot have trades open during, you cannot have trades closed during New York 2 minutes after and 2 minutes before. and you cannot hold a trade over a weekend. I did not like that because sometimes you forget it's the weekend and then you're screwed. One time that happened to me, I hold it over the weekend. I reached out to him and told him, hey, like I felt like a little kid. I'm like, hey, like I'm sorry that like I felt like a kid that was grounded. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, like I won't do it again, this and that. But look at my lot size, nothing compared. If it moves to 100 pips, like nothing will happen, stuff like that. Um, but it was crazy. It was crazy. I don't want that. Do you still offer a signal service? Um, I will in September. Join the free Telegram, bro. For those people that have not joined the free Telegram, let me go ahead and put that out here again. I'll be launching it in September 18th. A pre-launch, and then the overall launch in October 1st. Where? I'm trying to share this. Give me 1 second, Tom. Give me 1 second. At users, copy. So here's the link to the Telegram for those that are not part of it and want to be part of it. That's the free Telegram. Take a sell in gold. I'm not. Let's look at gold. that was like very broad. Take a sell. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. It looks great on the 1 hour. Let's look at bigger time frame. And the thing I like about gold is if gold goes down, GU is going down. Mainly, like 90% of the time, 98% of the time. So the way I trade gold is very different. Trade it based off of pullbacks. So for example, this pullbacks and price action on the M15 and M30. M5 sometimes not really, but M15 overall. So if I'm looking at some nice price action, bearish price action on the M15, then I'll probably get in. But I would probably have to see on the M30 just because, yeah. So if this right here, this candle closes, like down over here, I'd probably get in for a potential sell, right? And if I do get in for a potential sell, that would help out my GU to start selling from the area where it's at right now. But me personally, I'm not gonna trade the gold. I'm just letting you guys know like what I would personally do. If it does close like underneath with like let's say tweezer tops, I would probably enter for sell. But me personally, I'm not gonna enter for sell because I'm trading GU, and I want this thing to move. You got. Have you got a price set by chance? For the Telegram, yeah, I do. I have everything's already presetted. I'm just not gonna like put it out right now to the public until the day of or 2 days before. But everything's already set in stone. Like I already have the day of the launch, the pre-launch, days of like promo. Everything's already figured out for a whole year sequence. Like trust me, like I've been working on this for quite a while, for at least like 3 to 4 months. Can you explain hold trades? Can you explain holding trades? I've really been trying to push myself to hold trades. Try this, bro. Marcus, try this. So when holding a trade, right? When you want to get out of the trade, you want to, let's say at first you're going for 20 pips and you eventually want to hold to 100 pips, 100, 200 pips. You want to take out partials, right? So if you're in one lot, take out, 0.90. Let 10 run. Let it run, run. And then you'll get to a point where like, okay, let me take another partial. Take half of that. Now let 0.5 run. Now let 0.1 run, and so on and so on. And then as that gradually starts getting into like a little habit, then you'll start letting your trades more go because now instead of taking out 0.90, now you only take out 0.80, then you'll only take out 0.50, then you only take out 0.30, 0.25, until eventually you stop getting out early and you start writing it the whole way. For the group core, etc. It's so in that Telegram for like the first couple 3 months, 3 to 4 months, I'm gonna be doing live trading like right now. I'm gonna be doing. There's gonna be signals provided for me and the EA, sorry, and there's also gonna be educational content on there. So there's gonna be several things on there. It is allowed to trade news and weekend. Oh, it is allowed on. Oh, cool. So hey, if FTMO is allowed to trade on weekends and during news now, then that's cool. Then I would still choose funding talent. No, I'm just kidding. I probably would go back to FTMO, right? If they were to lower their percentage, and if they were to do bi-weekly payments. They only do monthly payments, so I don't like that. I don't want to be waiting a month for a whole payout. I'd rather do a bi-weekly payment. Okay, fam, what are we doing right here? Let's see. We're creating a huge divergence for those that may see. Huge divergence right here. Let me put it a little bit neater. I just want to see some price action. Like, you guys see how much time I've been waiting here for this to happen? This is what it takes, right? Patience. Waiting for what you want to see. What time? September 18th. I'm in the UK, but we'll set an alarm. Thanks for all the info. Appreciate it.
It's 1 o'clock.
It's going to be at, did I say 5:30 or 6:30? I think it's 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 6:30 p.m. PST, which is 8 p.m. CST, which is 9 p.m. EST, and I think it's 6 hours for London, for UK, I believe so. Oh, okay, yeah. So, 1 minute looking good. 3 minute. 5 minute. Yeah, I'm gonna scale in once again, and then my main entry is gonna be on New York. So I'm gonna scale in once again, and then my main entry is gonna be on New York. So right now, the reason why my main entry is going to be on New York and not right now is just because the settlement, right? We can still probably go up a little bit higher. The price action that I like so far on the M5, however, I don't like the type of reaction that it's having, or it has been having for the past 30 minutes. So that is why when I'm going to scale on this specific trade, if I was to risk 1%, right, my stop loss is still going to be the same stop loss up above on the 1.885. So like from this right now, it's like 20 pips, right? I don't want to be having 20 pip stop losses. However, I know that market could come up all the way over here, right? It could come up into this area. So I'm just going to be scaling in because on New York, it's going to give me the defined entry because we can have a retest right here, and then we can have a shorter stop loss, right? So when it comes to this scaling in, I'll scale in with like 0.30% of a 1%. If I was to risk 1%, I would scale in with a 0.30% on this case scenario. One second, fam. 1 second. Okay. So, yeah, there he goes. It's dropping. There you go. So 5 pips. Here, I'm gonna just put this right here where we scaled in. Yeah, that was part entry. We'll see how it reacts from this, because it could lead it up over here. Again, that's just a scale in. It's not a main entry. Need to pass the challenge on the funding calendar. What you say sounds. Use prop phrase manage at all time, guys. Claro, claro que sí. Voy a hacer una en español, and la semana que viene hago una en español, ¿vale? Alright, fam. Well, this right here, we'll see how it plays off. Coming to a nice little retest. I want to see this thing drop. Like, I really want to see this thing drop. This thing was like, I was waiting for it to come up over here, didn't go. We're off by 6 pips, and then it dropped 80 pips. Like, those are the types of things I have to deal with, guys. It's going to come back up. We'll see. If it comes up back up, that's great. It'll come over to our overall entry up into these zones. If it comes back up, it'll come to our overall entries up over here, which is ideally what we're waiting for. If it doesn't, we're scaled in, and we'll look at that overall entry tomorrow or later on for London session. I'll keep you guys updated, fam, if I do go live. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave this right here once again. and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. We'll see what happens. For those that want to follow my TikTok, it's Melody Stack, same thing as YouTube. I'll be posting on there starting next week 3 times a week with tips and tricks for trading that help me be consistent and things that I know that will help a lot of people for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. And then YouTube, I'm going to be aiming to do 1 to 2 live streams on here with you guys, live trading, and on IG and stuff like that. You know, being more active. So much love to every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for joining the quick little trading session. Fortunately, we didn't see a quick move like we were expecting, but we did see something, which is the patience standpoint. All right, guys. Love you all. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a fabulous night, morning, afternoon, where is that you're in the world. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.